back everyone, Shika Hokan here reporting for the battle. So, I don't usually do this, but for today I decided to, try to play something a little different. Well, even more better, it's a lot more casual for everyone, which is a mobile game. But, well, my current problem is I'm looking my OBS screen right now. It's that yeah, it doesn't record the sound with this application, so I have to make sure this is quite loud for you to can hear me. Yeah, I set it up to what is it, outdoor mode for my phone, so you can hear it hopefully. So yeah, let's me introduce you about this game. This is actually a Gundam Breaker game, the newest one in fact, because this is named in Japan as Gundam Breaker Mobile, but in the western side of the world or even Asia, like my place, it's called Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare. That's the outer title, but then in the inside it's called Gunpla Warfare Gundam Battle. Yeah, it's very confusing, I know. Yeah. So this game is a mobile game by Bandai Namco, and well, seems like I still have a trend with Bandai Namco here. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about Bandai Namco recently, so aside from the problem that I'll show you in this game. So let's just enter the game. And yeah, it took quite some time because, well, my phone isn't exactly the most powerful. I was planning to use what is it, an emulator, but the emulator kept crashing with a newer account as well, in fact. So I finally got to do it with Pfizer instead. Yes, not the best, but it doesn't put even more load into the game. So okay, I have to give in this game. Well, gift box is usually not a present from someone else. It's actually from, what is it? From daily login, mission bonus, and some compensation sometimes, because last time they give us compensation with a bunch of hero coins, which is the premium currency in this game. Because, well, it's mobile game, of course they will do that. So right now I have 3 Gunpla, so let's start with battle then. No, let's not do that. Let's actually start from what you can do from the menu here. So we have pickup, which is basically you just go to the shop. Mission, where you start playing your mission. Capsule, which is, well, your usual loot box stuff basically. It's just called capsule in this one. Or should I say surprise mechanic? I don't know. So yeah, capsule is your main method to get a better gear actually, which is, I don't really like that because the previous Gundam Breaker doesn't need to do that, because, well, they are a premium game where you actually pay immediately upfront, but you can farm your gears. I prefer that way instead of this, but, well, I cannot do much about it. Gunpla build, which is, well, where you make your Gunpla, custom Gunpla. What else? Profile is your display profile to everyone. Photo studio is just photo studio. Parts and painting. So let's start with Gunpla battle. Well, not battle. Gunpla build first is where your main way of creating stuff. So you have 9 types of equipment: head, body, hands, leg, backpack, your weapon, melee weapon, range weapon, and shield. And then you have the pilots, which going to make you have a different role. We have 7 roles, but each pilot only has 2. But actually, if you say 2, it's kind of wrong even, because each pilot so far is can only have one type of job license, which unlock around chapter 3, I think. So yeah, you have all-rounder, which is the useless one in this game because it doesn't have anything special. We have defender, which is, well, you have an all-around shield, I think. Yeah, Infighter and Outfighter is the melee class, middle shooter, long shooter are the ranged class, and of course we have supporter, which do your usual buff. The most popular right now seems like it's either Infighter or long shooter because, well, they are really specialized, but you cannot use shield with those two. But instead of using shield for Infighter and long shooter, they can recharge their class skill, which I'll try to show if possible because my weapon is too high of a level. Outfighter and middle shooter kind of the same with their specific what is it? More specific class like Infighter and long shooter, but they still have the ability to use their shield, which is, well, for me it's one of the best thing because guarding is something that I really like. Supporter is supporter, so yeah. And yeah, each part you really need to gacha as well, but every single part can be upgraded to 5-star, but you need a lot of resources for that. In fact, the only 5-star that I have is because you can only get the awakening circuit, which is part of the tuning up later, I'll tell you, from the event. So yeah, everyone only has one 5-star right now because when you get your gacha roll, the capsule, the RNG stuff, you only get the 4-star version, but you don't really need to do that. And then each part has what's called a part traits or X skill depending on what part. So in this case, new Gundam version K is actually has part traits. When attacking with beam, X skill power, well, when attacking with beam, EX skill power boosted 17%, which I don't use because most of my weapon is physical weapon aside from the sword. So yeah, it's kind of useless. But and then I shouldn't go out, but and then we also have what's called word tag. You can activate this by having 5 same word tag in your unit, at least 5. You can create like for space, which also activate a boost, but for space is specific for each stage. And then we have Ice Excellence in this case, which raise shot attack 10% while active. This is what I'm looking for because, well, I need that since my class is mid shooter. And then for the one of the good example here, the Jester here is actually a 2-star equipment, but it's really powerful. So we have EX skill, 2-tube missile launcher, currently on level 3. And it shows the type of the attack, like in this case it's a physical shot. Pierce power, I mean, well, it's just C, but it's really powerful for some reason, I don't understand. And then it has cooldown for 1 minute, but then again, first time use, it's only at 0 seconds, so you can immediately use it when you need it. So yeah, it also has mass production and support type. Okay. But yeah, and in the trend of this game, you also need 5 parts to make the type on top of this corner, if you can see it, because I can put my mouse here. That only activate when you have 5 type of parts, well, 5 parts with the same type. So in this case, I have 6 parts on speed. Yeah, I should have mentioned that there are 3 types in this game. Well, 4 actually. None, which is just circle. uh, speed, obviously speed, technical, which is logo as T, which I can show you right here. Oh, this is power, this is P, power. And then we have technical. Well, the type quite matters sometimes, but then again, if you have more than enough firepower, you don't really have to keep that in mind. But most people build speed so far because there is a lot of speed part, in my opinion, way too much actually. So yeah, and then when you done choosing your parts, you can go to the painting, basically your paint shop. But in this case, you cannot, unlike the Gundam Breaker on consoles and PC, like the new Gundam Breaker and Gundam Breaker 3, you only can change the color according to the set that you have. So I have collected a lot already, most of them from the 1-star. So I have Gundam, Gun Tank, Gun Cannon, and so on and so forth. And after that, you can also change the glow color, which is usually eye and cameras basically. Like in this case, I can change it to blue. This is the most visible one, hopefully. Yeah, I hope you can see it. It's kinda yellow, green, purple, which is the Zaku eye color usually, red, and blue even. And then we have green. I mean, most of the stuff are same, but they kinda have a little bit different color tone. And then we have emblems, so you can put numbering and stuff like 00 for example. Yep, as you can see there, it's placed everywhere now, but hardly seen because, well, I put the white one here, so you can see there. Oh, it has the back skirt painted as well. But yeah, I'm not going to change it. And also, before that, you can choose individual part that you want to color. Like for example, since this is using gun cannon red, but the head, for example, you don't want that because it's white, you have to get something that's maybe a bit better. Like for example, the Bison head. But yeah, I know the shade is way too dark actually, but it's close enough, I guess. But I'm not gonna change anything. So yeah, also before we leave the Gunpla build, you also have 9 slots for your playable unit, and then you have 1 slot for online support or online PvP basically. Well, PvP as much as it can set. This is actually my main build in reality because the leg is actually a Gundam Barbatos. So as you can see, this is my build. It's not the best looking one so far, but it's good enough, I guess. But yeah, you can make a separate build for your online support, which I'll get you into the battle then. Yes, because we're done with building our Gunpla. We're going to go into a few match, so we have a lot of options for the match, from story mission, tutorial mission, free mission, daily mission, and event. Current arena actually did open at some point in the last week, but it's so broken they have to close it for now. They'll reopen it on 24th of August or 25th for my place. But yeah, let's go with event mission because, well, I'm still doing my event a little bit. Yeah, it's already cleared, but yeah. But here's the big problem about the event. As you can see from this tree, you have to get at least 1 part from any one of them to get this multiplier. So in this case, since the banner is L Strike, which is the latest edition for this week, X Divider and Rising Gundam, you have to get them at least 1. Luckily, what Rising Gundam is actually have I have all of them parts because it's part of the event from last week, which involves getting him, which is really grindy. And well, the big problem is you have to get at least one of these two to get a newer, a bigger multiplier, and it only counts one part. So, for example, you have an L strike hat, you put it on, and you have rising lag, and you put on the same unit. You only get the 5 time. You use one one set of this as well, 5 for L strike. It doesn't mean that you have 25. You only get 5. So, and they only pick the highest one for each part, so you only need one part. For my case, actually, I really need to replace my lag because, well, the lag is really ugly on Barbatos, to be honest. I mean, most of the color palette doesn't really suit it well. I kind of wish I got L strike lag, but I cannot get it apparently. So let's go with that. This is my, you can choose your team in this particular menu, which is called Form Squad. So it's self-explanatory. You can pick up to 10 team, and then just put your kind of, well, your formation, which from yourself and your AI units. But that's not only that. You can skip the fight with sortie ticket, but I want to show you how it plays. So I'm going to use this, and it, yeah, I know it took some time to load in my case because, well, my phone isn't exactly the most powerful. I use light mode to make sure the game is light enough when in combat, which is a tremendous upgrade. So in this case, I'm going to use my brother's unit, which is 38,000 in terms of chi power. Yeah, he gets more stuff than I do, to be honest. So, but then again, I already know myself as not the most luckiest person when it comes to this kind of game. But yeah, it's still going to be a little bit easy, but yeah. So anyway, in this case, I'm going to show you how the middle shooter works because, well, that is the one that I have. Right. So dashing for defender, middle shooter, and outfighter, those three can have a shield on every time they dash. And for melee, you just go close to it, and then you double tap to make sure you finish your combo with the powerful slash. Oh no, don't shoot that one. That's a little bit too close for comfort. But yeah, I can just charge shoot it because this is a middle shooter. And then we have boss fight in this case against Blitz. That's how you use your skill. You can set it up to 3. Yeah, that's an instant kill there. Yeah, I know, my Jesta missile is really powerful. I really love it. But yeah, that's one way of mission works. And yeah, that's how the event works at the very least. And then we will have free mission. I could do story mission, but I already finished it, so I cannot go back to the story. But they put all the missions into the free mission, so they actually separate it so people don't get confused with it. Right. It took some times, but yeah. Also, I already used my daily gacha. Yes, there is daily gacha here. So you have a free roll every day. So that's worth 150 hero coins every day. Actually, in this case, it's 300 because there are 2 of them. So that's one way you do it. And then maybe you want maybe you got destroyed or something, you can go to the parts, go upgrade your parts and stuff like that. So in this case, for example, I want to upgrade something like example maybe Aegis Gundam, and then you can upgrade it with these snippers which you can farm on the daily mission, or I can use an already existing part like this, but they don't give much, so yeah, you better sell it instead, because this is all you need. Right, so all I need is around 4, and it's already level 60. Yes, that's it. And then if you want to basically open the limit, because right now it's only 4 star, you can go with tune up and then open the Aegis Gundam, and there you go, you have awakening circuit. This is all you need to get to 5 star, but the proper awakening circuit is currently only available on the event, so you can't get it anywhere. And yeah, that's that. You can sell your items there and recycle, but I cannot show you anything about that right now, because recycling only can be used when you have enough what is it, enough part, because you need 4 of the same parts, so 4 duplicates, and then you can recycle it. And then the way you get some stuff here is that you can go to the collection to collect something. So I've done quite a lot of stuff. In fact, is this a new one? No, there's a glitch here where it doesn't show that you already complete something, but they show it anyway for some reason. I mean, look, this is my stuff here. It's already on that. So yeah, I mean, like, there is something wrong with it right now, but they all plan to fix it. They already announced it on the fan page, the Facebook fan page. So yeah. And then we have Photo Studio, where you can create any stuff you like. So in this case, I'm going to show you this. This is my fort. So you can select your Gunpla, either Judgment, Invader. Well, this is a self-named unit, basically. And then select your pose, like this, whatever you can do, and then you can position it. So you can place your Gunpla somewhere, like so, and then you can rotate it somewhere, like so. Even this, even if you want to. Yes, why the hell not? You can pick your scenery from a bunch of places from the game, or plain color if you want to Photoshop it. Like for example, you want green, or you can put it like this. And then you have custom, which is basically using box art. There is a lot of box art, and the way you get it is from collection as well. But yeah, those are my units. It's not updated to the latest color right now, but yeah, you get the idea. And then you have what is it? Your capsule here. I really hope I can show you which one is which. So let's start with, this is the top one right now is the Gunpla parts pickup capsule, is the one that features the latest unit that you can get. Also, basically the pickup capsules is kind of like that, and then you have this standard Gunpla parts. Now we have 2, so each of them are free, but I already used it, so I cannot really show you how many hours this one is. Let me have a quick look. Oh, actually this is perfect. It's ready to be rolled, so let's just roll it right now. Right, let's see what do I get. I'm not hoping much, because well, it's only one. It's probably green or blue most of the time, but if you're lucky enough, you'll get purple. Yeah, it's green. Just like usual, they'll show you the animation, fancy animation. So what do we get? Okay, a new lag. Probably not new because I already have it. Chances. That's probably the chance. Yep, I already have it. This is the G13. Kinda nice, but not on my unit. And it's also for melee, so you can't do that. So yeah, that's the capsule number 2, and capsule number 1 is already used last night, so you have to wait 24 hours every time you want to use that. And seriously, I really need to find a better lag than Barbatos lag, to be honest. Yeah, see what I mean? 14 hours. That's still a long time for my need. So yeah. Right. That's one thing. And then you can get the standard AI pilot's capsule, but this one doesn't offer you the free roll, so you need it, but it doesn't give you the free roll, so you may need some tickets at least. So try to get this one, because you really need the roll instead of getting just Haro to play around. Because, well, Haro is nice, but they don't really do much, because they only have all-rounder. But yeah, in this case I don't have enough point. The friend point is obviously playing with your friend. Well, playing with your friend, but because, well, your friend that I used earlier only do so much. So then we have shop, which I haven't shown. This is where you get your stuff, basically. Yeah, either your premium game currency or just your EN shop. So in this case, I could buy Haro chips, and it will show me the price of it, just like your any other mobile games. And yes, it's quite expensive, and I already bought that. So yeah, I don't get any purple anyway. So, but then again, I'm just going to pay it a little, and that's it. And then we have Capital Shop, where you can buy some stuff here, like the nippers, for example. If you get lucky, you can get a skip ticket here if you really don't want to grind. Yeah, and sometimes you need to go through this because you probably want to, you know, complete your collection, so you can get your extra there. So you can do buy EN with you as well. Yeah, actually, you can just press on top like this. You can see there. And then expand box. Yes, you can buy this. Item and parts are separated, so you may need to do something about that. And then you have coin exchange, which you can exchange stuff. And if you're a newcomer, you probably come on, get up. You probably want to get those free tickets for your pilots or your, well, whatever you want, basically. So this is only yeah, that messaging is really annoying. Can only be done by buying some stuff. Well, getting your parts like green and blue and even purple if you're one of those crazies, and then sell it, and then you can get the platinum coins. And platinum coins count as items in the inventory, so you get to keep that in mind. So like arena coin exchange also does that, and assault coin exchange also does that. And yes, in this case there is a lot of stuff that you need to buy. It's really grindy. It's not that much fun if you want to get a lot of stuff in this case. So yeah, before we end it, I'm just going to play to show you a few other mission. Well, not a few other, just the free mission once. Let's try on solo. It should be fun. Unless the mission requires me to do something. Yeah, let's not do it solo because I need to clear it under 60 seconds. That's not a lot of time, you know. I mean, yes, it's a mobile game, but you really need to make sure you have a proper team. Well, it's not really proper in my case, but I just like the looks. Yeah, there are two kind of people in this game. The one that's just want the looks of it, or the one that just want the power. But yeah, usually the cooler one usually has more power, so you know. Yeah, I guess. So right, clear it under 60 seconds, but I don't have Infighter. Yeah, the class, despite the fact that, for example, I have someone in my team like this, has Infighter, I actually need to have my own one because it only counts the mission because you only need to concentrate on yourself, which is not a bad thing actually because some of them requires you to not get damaged. Yes, those one are kind of easy to chase because, well, you can just, you know, just do something about it. Just let your teammate attack and then you just stay back as much as you can. In my case, I can just shoot them from afar with my missile. Yes, I have 3 shields and only use one of them, and it's not for defending myself. It's for attacking. For the most part. See what I mean? Okay, that doesn't reach. I just realized I wasted a lot of stuff here. Yeah, that range is really broken. Okay, we have 30 seconds left, but I'll accept 75. Yeah, I'm out of ammo for my missile launcher, but it only took 1 minute to reload. It's not that long, considering that my main weapon is actually can deal more than half of it when charged. So yeah. Also, you can level up your parts that way. So yeah.